Get out of my house!
All right. If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That podcast where we watch terrible movies so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
We'll figure out what that was. So this week, we're kicking off a new movie. So new movie, new episode. That means it's going to be trailer trash time to get this whole thing started. I'm already talking too much. Jared, what movie are we watching? What are we doing? This is Jared's pick. This movie we're doing now is Jared's pick. So
yeah. Yeah, another one to blame me for.
Yeah.
It's a classic Artemis Fowl situation, as we call them at ITMT.
Yes.
We're watching White Noise. Another movie I've seen before, but with a caveat here, I saw it in 2005 in the theater.
Wow.
So 16 years ago, I don't remember anything about this. It's that bad that it was that forgettable. The only thing I remember is how furious I was walking out of the theater. Saw it with my buddy Chris. Shout out to Chris. I remember we went to the theater, watched it. We used to watch a ton of horror movies in high school. I expected it to be good. And I came out feeling frustrated and confused. So that's all I remember.
Okay.
Michael Keaton is a guy that I like.
Yep.
Anyway, so the premise is an architect's desire to speak with his wife from beyond the grave becomes an obsession with supernatural repercussions.
Sounds about right.
It sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, wasn't that 2005? Wasn't there a Harrison Ford movie? It was kind of the same thing.
No.
Beneath the House or something? No? Okay.
Ghost?
Star Wars?
Yeah. Better to do a movie that he was in. You're right.
Yeah.
No, but actually I want to add this to our list. There is another movie that came out like the year after that was kind of the same, called Pulse, and it was also kind of bad.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Better Rotten Tomatoes score. This got a 7. White Noise got a 7, and Pulse got, I think, 14. So.
Ooh! Wow. I mean, Pulse sounds way better.
Right? Double. I mean? It's double better.
Double better, right? If we're doing our math here, that sounds double better.
Yeah. I'm no mathemologist, but
me neither, my friend, but I think we're onto something here. Double is better. Not our worst rated movie we've ever done, but
no.
We've done 4%. 7% is pretty low though. So so that's the movie we're going to be doing. We have no fan service this week, I don't think. So we're just going to skip that, and I think are we just going to get ready to
send us an email? We can remind the listeners to send us an email, like Emily did.
Yeah, send us
a couple weeks back.
Yep, send us an email. Also, if you have any ideas for movies you want us to do, right? If it's less than 30% of Rotten Tomatoes, we're doing it.
Yeah, I think that's the quota.
Yeah, right. That seems fair. So
I feel like we did one that was like 33 and it was still terrible, but
yeah, it was still, I mean, yeah, but
anyway,
splicing hairs.
You trust your judgment. Yes. Dear listener, we trust you. You trust us. It's a mutual respect thing. We have an arrangement.
Yeah. Right. All right. So we're going to get into, we're going to trash a trailer, right? Let's just get into it.
Let's fuck it up.
This actually wasn't a long trailer. It was under 2 minutes.
Yeah, nice and quick.
Yep.
Not too much information. Actually, almost no information.
Yeah. Almost
too little information.
Actually, so little I just wasn't even sure what was happening. So,
and I've seen it before, so I have no clue. Still, what was the plot?
I would say the first time I watched trailer, I was like, "Is this the right trailer for this movie?" When it opened, and I was like, "I'll let him send me the link for the right trailer," because I was like, the first one I was like, "I don't know if this is it," and then I got to the end of it, and I was like, "Okay, I think it was," but the opening is so weird. But
wasn't the white supremacy one?
No, is that a different White Noise from 2016? And we should probably call out.
No, from 2021. It's coming out this year.
Oh.
New movie called White Noise about the alt-right. So, dear listener, please go inform yourself when it comes out. Alt-right, terrible. We're pretty anti-alt-right on this podcast, right? Usually.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I should cut all this. Yeah.
No, keep it in. Yeah, if you hate Richard Spencer as much as we do, go watch the other White Noise, and then also watch this White Noise.
Just gonna stick with the horror movie here.
We're staunchly anti-Nazi podcast, Russ. How much do we hate Mel Gibson?
Quite a bit, but I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are both horror movies, probably.
Yes, it did look actually really scary. I watched the trailer right after because it came up on YouTube. Thanks, the algorithm.
If you like this White Noise, you might like...
Not no.
Yeah. Wow, that AI, it's getting really smart, huh? Word recognition. Nice job.
Yeah, if you like this thing called the same thing,
you might like this thing called the same thing. All right, time to get fucking serious here. Okay, so trailer trash. So this thing opens up. It's a Universal movie.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah,
huge. Big picture.
Yeah, big picture. And then the opening.
I totally forgot. It's also PG-13.
Yeah,
so
which immediately downplays it. But so though it's a strange trailer the way it opens. This is why I was like, is this actually the trailer for this movie? Because it opens with like a kind of like an unsolved mystery kind of vibe to it.
Yes, very much.
Where it's like kind of like this like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it opens up of like audio, like reel to reel tape player playing in the background with like a green kind of a green haze overlay with some static thing going on.
It looks exactly like you remember the early 2000s movies looking. Because it is. It's that.
100%. It's got kind of like an X-Files vibe to it, I felt. I don't know.
Yep.
And then it's like, it's got this going, and then there's just a voiceover, right, that comes in.
Yep.
And it's like, what you're about to hear is real, has not been edited or enhanced.
Just like this podcast.
It's about as real as possible.
Mm-hmm. never edited.
Never edited or enhanced, ever.
Yep. And then I forgot what, like, part of why I didn't like the trailer, at least, is after that you can't hear anything. It's just like wah, 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 wah. Like, did you catch that?
Yeah, well, yeah, because like the voiceover happens and they're playing audio clips of someone saying something, but it's just like wobbledy, right?
Right. I guess it was something real, intelligible.
Oh, yeah, I don't
supposedly.
know. I don't know. So then, but you do hear someone say like, well, then they give you subtitles, right? They give you a subtitle block where it's like,
right, it's
speaking, and then at the bottom it'll say, "I will see you no more," and it's like, okay.
Oh, is that what it said? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, subtitles give you, so it's wobbly, but they give you subtitles. So
yeah,
they could literally just make up whatever they want, but
right.
You know. And then the voiceover kicks back in after the wobbly, "I'll see you no more," mm-hmm. and the voiceover is like, "It is the voice of Ruth Baxter, recorded in August 2003."
Which, that lady looks just like my Nana.
Oh man,
she's dead, but
her name's not Ruth, is it?
No. Her name was Joan.
Oh, Joan. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Anyway.
And she's been dead since 87. Not Joan, but Ruth. Ruth is...
No, Joan's been dead since 91?
91. If you said 87, I was like, all right, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm done with this episode.
You freaking out?
I'm freaking out, man. We should have done a Ouija board over Zoom. All right, so yeah, so so you're getting a sense of the dead are speaking through electronics, basically, right?
Yep.
And then quick cuts of like Ruth's face, trying to be spooky, and then they get in. Then it jumps to like just explaining what EVP is, right?
Well, right, yeah, yep. And it's not great. Like what? Like, I don't need to know this.
I don't, and it's like such a weird thing to just jump to in like a trailer, and it's just like very heavy on like electronic voice phenomenon, and it's like,
sure,
great.
Yeah, I think that's like generally accepted as like a thing that, like, if you've ever watched a scary movie or you've like ever been interested in ghosts or whatever, like, you've heard of this. And so it's like, for them to take, I don't know, like a quarter of the trailer to explain like, yeah, electronic voice phenomena, talking like it's the process of recording sounds from the dead communicating with the living through white noise, and you have to play it back so that way you can hear it. And you're like, okay, stop.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need this.
Yeah, not interested.
Not interested. You just put science in and just kind of ruin like the vibe of being scary.
Right. And then it's like, okay, let's get some more old timey dead people, but not that old, like the 80s.
So yeah, so then they literally, I think they go through like what, 3 or 4 different people where it's like more dead quotes from names of people who've been dead for a long time. And this is still over this green, hazy, staticky thing with like the reel in the background. With like, this lasts for like a good minute of the trailer.
Oh yeah, more than that, I think. And like when you say like the real stuff, it's that, and it's also like, imagine like listeners, if you've ever watched Ancient Aliens on History Channel, like that kind of like it's not real. Like it's a weird, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
Those sound effects. It's exactly that.
Yes. Yeah. Like, yeah. Absolutely.
That's where you get the get out of my house.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Over and over again.
Not sure where that goes. So then it's still got these unsolved mysteries. Like, it feels like it's made for TV, or, you know what I mean? It feels like a Hallmark scary movie or something. Yep. And then it finally bleeds into the movie itself. We have like a couple people walking a coffin in like a church, whatever. Yep. And then we jump to the guy with the brains, I guess, right? Because he's British. We don't know his name, but some British guy who's explaining basically like, I'm not going to do the accent. We're staying away from accents this time, right?
Well, TBD.
TBD, we'll see. So he's like accenting. He's like, oh yeah, and then this is the science behind all of it.
Yeah, and like some like quick cuts of Michael Keaton with like burying his head in his hands, being like, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Presumably, he's hearing the dead voice of his dead wife.
Right. And then the British guy who's the brains, right? He asks Keaton if he's like an intrigued Keaton if he wants to hear his dead wife or hear his wife. It's like,
yep.
And then like there's cuts of like Keaton at a funeral, and it's just kind of choppy. And there's like, oh, here's a close up of a tape recorder. And then shots of just Michael Keaton looking serious or confused. I'm not sure.
Both. And then like meanwhile, the narrator is explaining that, if your dead wife can come through the sounds, who else can come through?
Now we're talking. And then we cut to a Keaton smiling and scary face type of thing, like jump scare thing. I think it was they did. Like maybe I think.
Yep. Facing the static. Yep.
Yeah. Classic move.
Then we've got a little kid in the mix, presumably related to Michael Keaton.
I'm going to guess yes, but he's just playing with an old small TV, old kitchen TV,
Yep.
Do you have a TV in your kitchen? I don't think I'm trying to think of, I feel like having a TV in your kitchen, like those small ones was such a thing to do back in like the 90s, maybe.
I could see that. Yeah. No, my kitchen is my living room. So yes, I guess I do have a TV in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the kitchen counter as we record this, and you can see my TV behind me. So.
I don't think that doesn't count though, because you have something that separates the room. So it's not like you have a small TV while you're like, you could see your TV if you're cooking. But
well, I do have my little.
Here we go.
Shout out to Google, not a sponsor yet. The little Google Home display that Thais got me for Christmas a few years back.
Oh, nice.
That I do watch YouTube videos on while I'm doing the dishes sometimes.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Which I feel like is a great throwback nod to the 90s.
Very much so. Yeah. Okay. It just feels like having like those little tiny TVs that was like a big thing. I don't know, 90s and maybe early 2000s, but
yeah, I was jealous of the people that had kitchen TVs growing up.
Yeah, I think it was a sign of like they got money.
Yeah.
Right.
You were at least upper middle class.
And then so we get the kid playing with the TV, and then the voiceover kicks back in. And
wait, there's a voiceover? I thought we.
No. Sorry, not a voiceover. It's a woman, right?
Right, exactly. And she's like, we don't know who she is, but she's basically yelling at Michael Keaton about how it's one thing to contact the dead, and it's another thing entirely to meddle. And then. Great, astonished Pikachu, Michael Keaton. Like, what?
I shouldn't meddle.
Yeah, and then you get, and you are meddling.
Yeah, the use of the word metal is so metal in this. She says it like 3 times, I think.
Yeah, I wish. It's a great word. People should use more often. Very Scooby-Doo.
So metal, you don't even know it. So then we get quick cuts of like a telephone.
Yeah, like this, like maybe it's a lab. I don't know. I'm confused about what these scenes are.
Yeah.
More Michael Keaton, just kind of like looking confused and sad.
Yeah, him standing at the top of stairs, I think, and then we get a shot of the woman who was saying metal over and over again.
Right.
Yeah, a shot of Keaton with his mouth just dropped open, which is that was classic. And then this is when it gets serious, right? This is when he's in the bathroom.
Yep.
Presumably brushing his teeth.
I guess so. Which this is about the point when I said to myself, luckily, there's going to be plenty of Michael Keaton to save this movie.
Right.
But then I said to myself, is there going to be too much Michael Keaton?
So this is a thing we've run into, right? Where we've had movies where like, there's no Nick Cage here. Where is he?
Yep. I think we're going to get the opposite here. We're going to get too much Michael Keaton.
I think we're going to get Keatoned. Is what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm going to get Keatoned out.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. I think he's leading it. He's driving it, right? So he's in the bathroom and then he bends over to like, whatever, wash his face, whatever people do, right? And all of a sudden they do like another jump flash scare in the background where you see some garbled thing.
Something, yeah.
Monster.
Ghost?
I don't know. Yeah, some ghost in the background. I don't know. So kind of a classic scare tactics, jump scare kind of move.
Yep. And then you get the narrator, those that experience them, talking about the phenomena now, because they're talking about the phenomena, will never be the same again. And then like quick crash, something like falls on Michael Keaton. He's like looks up and like a light. It looks like he's on a stage and there's a light falling or something out of the sky.
Yeah. We also do get so Deborah Unger is in this, and she does utter the classic movie line.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep, you're right.
Classic. Sorry, I got to sneak that in. It's like that's just a trailer. That's like a trailer trope right now, right?
Yep. And Journeywoman Deborah Unger.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And then when I don't know if he's in a play or what, and then like speaking of Deborah Unger, this is when we get her like, kind of like doing the old Christ hands, like fall backwards. Yeah.
Yeah. The old just right off the edge of a building. It's like,
yep.
I wonder if she's gonna get saved. Probably not. It doesn't look like.
I don't think she comes back from that. Yeah.
No, I don't think so either. Because like, there's no one close. So I'm assuming she's gone. She's done.
Yeah. Well, although that's when we cut to Michael Keaton running and saying no. So maybe.
So maybe he gets there. Yeah. I'm gonna go no. What are you thinking?
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
I'm thinking Splat, and I've seen this before, so I don't even remember.
Oh Jesus. And then it just we get the title card, white noise.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then one last like not spoken narration, but
another title card just written. Yeah. The voices of the dead are all around you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, but
no, you did a good job.
You're setting it up. It looked like you were passing it off, like you were setting it up for me to spike.
Yeah, you can't see, listeners, but I was
doing a lot. Yeah,
I hit a volleyball. Up above my laptop.
Yeah, he made the sign. He made the triangle. You make a triangle.
Set. It's called a set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
I watched Haikyuu. Shout out to Thais. volleyball anime.
Yeah, you just watch it. You watch Top Gun once or twice. You know how to play volleyball.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
That's the end of the trailer.
Thank God.
So, with that, what are you thinking? What are your expectations? How do you feel about it?
Here's my expectations. I expected this to remind me what the movie was about, since I had forgotten. It didn't. I still have no idea.
Jeez.
I expect that it's going to be bad because of the reviews, obviously, but it doesn't look that bad from the trailer. Like, I mean, half the trailer wasn't about the movie, but
no. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's weird.
What do you think?
It felt like the whole the trailer just feels, for lack of better words, cheap. It feels like a made-for-TV movie.
Yes.
It feels feels like something that just snuck through on Hallmark and happened to have Michael Keaton in it. I don't know, or you know what I mean? Like,
No, you're right, because there's no one else that I know in this other than Michael Keaton.
Well, I know Deborah Unger, but that's it. Like, it's just the two of them, but it's like,
I didn't.
She's not like, it's like, yeah, numbers gonna be like, oh, Deborah Unger, cool. But it's like, yeah, Michael Keaton, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
Batman's in it.
Yeah, I'll go see that. And that's what it feels like. It's gonna be It's gonna be like 90% him in this movie. And it feels like that's it. Like he's the only draw to this. Like the rest of it's just gonna be like pretty generic. But it's just the vibe. I'm like, oh, is this gonna be like a really slow paced made for TV movie kind of thing?
It seems like it. I did recognize the British guy there from the beginning. I don't know what from. I haven't looked it up yet, but I do remember him from something.
Huh. Now that I think about it, he kind of looks familiar, but I'll do some homework. We'll watch the movie. We'll do some homework.
Yeah,
which we don't usually do, but we'll figure it out, and we'll enlighten all of you. I think the next time we do this.
Yep.
I
think you're right.
Which will be next week.
As always.
All right. So, thank you for listening. This has been probably one of our shorter trailer trash episodes.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Okay.
We can make it a little bit longer if you wanted to, but
nah.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Yeah, both those things. So thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with the full breakdown of White Noise 2005. But in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMT Pod on Twitter.
Yep, and we're gonna try posting more on both of those probably.
I've been Twitter. We're a little more active on Twitter.
Yeah, agreed.
It's just a bit easier. Instagram's tough.
You have to have pictures.
Ugh. God, pictures. Ugh.
Yeah. Which actually, if you're feeling old-fashioned, send us an email and at itsthismeetsthat@gmail.com with some ideas for pictures that we should post.
Oh, yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Crowdsource.
I like that.
Yeah. The wisdom of the crowd, right? Well, yeah. And you can find all the rest of our episodes at itsthismeetsthat.com.